Hello beloved, how are you? My name is Syma and I'm a holistic healer. I help clients all over the world through Skype sessions. So I do that through spiritual coaching, distant Reiki sessions, goddess guidance and goddess healing sessions, and just guided energy healing sessions done via Skype. I hope that I can help you today with energy centers. We have thousands of them actually all over our body, but the 7 major ones that get focused on in healing work are the chakras that are stacked just up along the spine. So they start at the base of the spine with the root chakra and go all the way up to the crown where we get the crown chakra. And our chakras align with every part of our life. And if they're in harmony, that means that other parts of our life can reflect that back to us and vice versa. If a certain part of your life is doing really good, then your chakra is really healthy. So they're interconnected. I'll very quickly go over just an overview. So at the base is the root chakra. This has to do with feeling safe, feeling secure, feeling strong, feeling stable. It's the foundation. And it's so essential, you know, in spiritual work, we tend to focus a lot on opening the third eye or the heart chakras. But, you know, truly, if we're not grounded and present and secure, we can get really spacey. And, you know, sometimes, you know, people who are spiritually really far along their path, but they may not be able to manifest money and abundance. And it's certainly a way of life for some, but you know, we can actually thrive both spiritually and materially. I really believe that's why we're here in the human form, is to be abundant with spiritual and material riches. So when we honor in being here in the world, we can have spiritual, you know, rewards and success and flourish, as well as be wealthy, be stable, have our material needs taken care of and met, knowing that our supply comes from the divine. And so the more we connect to this inner sense of safety and security, which has been a really big part of my own personal path, because in the root chakra, we also carry karmic stuff from not only our own other lifetimes, but also our families and our ancestors, their lineage. So, for example, if your family struggled a lot financially, or if there was a lot of moving or any kind of particular pattern that tends to be passed down from generation to generation, you actually get an imprint of that and you carry that and bring that with you in your root chakra. But the beautiful thing is, in the power of the present moment, which is like the holy instant, we can create miracles by healing and clearing all those blocks. And then as we do so, we not only heal them for ourselves, but they have this divine, miraculous ripple effect, and they uplift things for everyone we're connected to on our journey. So I know that sounds a little esoteric, but I share that because in my own life, I've had to do such intensive healing work, especially connected to finances, security, safety, and abundance. And I really feel that doing so has not only uplifted my own relationship with prosperity and, you know, just material security, but also helped and inspired my loved ones as well. Then as we move up to the sacral chakra, this is where now we are all about health, vitality, creativity, passion, pleasure. It's, you know, just beneath the navel. So it's all about our sexual and reproductive organs. It's how we birth. And if you think about how we create life, you know, hopefully, usually it's out of pleasure and out of joy and out of bliss and out of passion. And that's how we're meant to co-create with the divine. We're meant to be in such bliss. I have a really, really special, powerful manifestation mantra that I teach to some of my clients. And it's all about connecting with the sacral chakra's energy of pure bliss and passion, and bringing that all the way up to the higher chakras and shooting it up through the third eye, and then just co-creating the life that your spirit intends for you. So it's very powerful. But the whole point here is to really be in touch with our divine desires and have health, have vitality, have joy. When it's out of balance, we can be very isolated. We can suffer from, you know, low self-esteem in relationships. We may have a lot of trouble with intimacy. We may even have addictions. So addictions are definitely an imbalance, you know, connected to the sacral chakra. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to open to just living a healthier, more balanced and beautiful lifestyle that truly honors your body as a temple that it is, and helps you to create the life of your dreams with joy and passion. Then as we move up, we're into the belly. And this is basically our core, our gut. You know, we talk about gut feelings and gut instinct. This is the seat, the center of our divine power. And so when it's in balance, we basically feel very empowered. We have a really strong sense of who we are, of our place in the world. We feel courageous. We can commit to our dreams. We can charge forward, persevere in the face of obstacles. We never have to take advantage of anyone, and we also don't allow ourselves to be taken advantage of. We can practice loving firmness and assertiveness. We never allow people to be aggressive towards us, nor do we need to feel to be aggressive. We don't allow ourselves to be manipulated, and we don't feel the need to be manipulated. We simply rest in our own divine power, and we thrive and we inspire others. So that's the beautiful balance of a really healthy solar plexus chakra. And then as we move up, we come into our heart, which is, you know, where we rest. It's our sacred self, the seat of love, divine love. It's the essence of who we really are. And when we connect to this, we just live from a place of our heart's deepest truth and wisdom, love, and compassion. It's the truth of who you are. It's your true nature. And all the work we do is not so much to go find some love, but simply to release the barriers that keep us from resting in our true selves, which is, again, pure love. And if you really want to focus on this, I do have another video called Self-Love Meditation, where we do a lot more work on the heart chakra. And I also offer on my website a free MP3 download meditation called the Infinite Love Meditation. And that's all about love. So that will really, really, really help you to heal and open your heart to love in all its forms, giving it and receiving it. So please, as my gift to you, feel free to grab that. You just go on my website, www.flourishinglotus.com, and sign up for my monthly newsletter. I don't bug you more than that. I always share really valuable content with you. It's all for you, to serve you, to share gifts with you. And one gift that you get right away is that MP3 download, which is completely free. And I just hope and pray that it really helps to open your heart. So then as we move upwards to the throat chakra, once we have the lower chakras balanced, it's really easy to have a clear and beautiful throat chakra. Why? Because you're grounded and present, and you're empowered in your solar plexus, and your heart is open, and you're able to give and receive, practice healthy boundaries. You know your self-worth, your self-value, you're centered in self-love and love for others. Therefore, you can very easily express your authentic self. And when it's clear, you are also able to communicate in creative ways. So this is very helpful if you are a writer, an actor, a performer, you do a lot of presentations in any kind of communications field. It will really help you. And you know, for the rest of us, just also in our lives, to be able to express how we truly feel in ways that are honest and authentic, but loving, you know, and then honor us and also honor other people. Then as we move up to the center of the forehead, we have the third eye, and this is the seat of our intuition. This is not only higher cognition and intellect and, you know, creative vision, but more importantly, aligning with your spiritual vision. So being able to see things from a higher perspective instead of our ego-based views. You know, one of my prayers when I find myself stuck in ego-based thinking, or I found that I'm, you know, really judging a person or a situation, I'll just say, God, please take, first I'll allow myself to feel what I feel, to honor what I'm experiencing in the moment, my normal human reaction. And I breathe through that, and then I say, okay, God, here's how I'm feeling, and here's how I'm seeing the situation, and it's clearly bringing me a lot of grief right now. So I am now surrendering this to you for total healing and upliftment, and help me to see things from your perspective. And almost immediately, usually immediately, I mean, sometimes depending on the situation, it could take a little while, but I'm always guided to see things from a higher perspective, one that is wise and loving and truthful, and it guides my life, and it helps me to stay centered and to keep every part of my life healthy and flowing. So, you know, and it's work. It doesn't necessarily happen so naturally, right? But this is just part of our journey. And so not only that, not only being able to see some of the challenging situations or the ego-based judgments from your higher self and your divine wisdom, but also the ideas that we have about our life, about the future. You know, it really helps us to not worry, to not be pessimistic, to not be anxious, and instead to be filled with faith, to be able to see things from our spiritual sight, to be able to envision for ourselves a life, a present, and a future that we truly deserve, that the divine knows was our true purpose in the world. And it really uplifts us to a life that we otherwise could not imagine with our limited thinking. It goes so much more beyond. And finally, as we get to the top, we're at the crown chakra. And this beautiful chakra, you know, in a way prefers to be left alone, as in it will open naturally as a result of your work progressing through the other chakras and therefore the other parts of your life. You know, it's like the Maslow's hierarchy, and we start with just basic shelter and survival, and by the time we get to the peak of the triangle, we're talking about self-actualization, which in, you know, spiritual traditions is known as liberation, enlightenment, or self-realization. And this unfolds naturally, this beautiful lotus flower that we have. And when it's healthy, we just have this sense of oneness with all of life. We're truly feeling connected to our spirit, and we just feel blissful, centered, you know, calm, connected, and we know that there's no separation between us and everything else and everyone else. And again, if you think about it, that would be a natural result of feeling grounded, feeling empowered, giving and receiving love, aligning your vision with your spirit's vision, and then, you know, it just seems like it makes sense in a way that we would in the end feel this reverence for all of life. So that's just Chakra 101 for you in a nutshell. I do have a lot more articles on the topic, so I'll put some links in the description section if you want to explore it a little further. And I do in my healing work a lot of one-on-one work. If there's a particular chakra or area of your life that you're really struggling with, we'll do a lot of you know, more deeper work. So feel free to contact me if you need some help with that. I'm sending you all my love. Namaste.